regardless of what show it is, you know, my experience has been, you know, the open pro guys, it's a pretty good group of guys, you know, as a whole. But, you know, especially, you know, headed into Chicago, and I'm sure I'll, like, forget some people, but just off the top of my head, you know, we got, you know, Joe Mackey, Justin Mackey, Brett Wilkin. So those three guys, you know, I'm really tight with. Not some of all my best memories from bodybuilding have not happened on a bodybuilding stage. You know, it's been like right before, right after shows, running around with, you know, fellow competitors, or, you know, like my family and friends. You know, as a whole, you know, not necessarily Chicago specifically, but, you know, as a whole, the rest of the season is going to be really interesting with, you know, the number of qualifying shows there are left, and the number of, you know, names that are typically on the Olympia stage that are left. You know, it's kind of looking like someone's going to stay home. So it's a pretty interesting time, you know, headed into the home. Not me. And so it's a pretty interesting time headed into the home stretch of the season. You know, looking forward to you know, seeing where everyone falls and where everyone actually lands. Everyone's so damn secretive about when they're competing and what shows they're doing. So, you know, been asked a lot, you know, like, who are you worried about the most? And, you know, I said this every single time. I was like, I have no clue who's doing the show. You know, so at this point, all you can worry about is bringing your best, and I'm on track to do that. So, you know, relatively stress-free right now, enjoying it, having fun. An Expo, finally, thank God. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, we're at the Europa Expo. There's actually a bunch of people. It's fun seeing everyone. You know, pro show happened yesterday. Tony won, looked awesome. Cool sitting here, being in the booth. The first time I've seen like all the Pro Series graphics for the trade show. It's always weird seeing yourself on things like that. So I don't know how I feel about it, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna be here for the next couple hours with Lee, and then him and I are actually gonna head to destination and train my isolation push day together. So tomorrow's Father's Day, so really looking forward to that. Gonna be cool for us to do. Cool weekend in general for us. So looking forward to having y'all along. See y'all later.
This gentleman up. Nice shoes, bro.
Thank you, brother.
That's
gotta come out in style.
That is IFBB Pro style right there. All right, so for those who don't know, this is Tony Tavares. Now, Tony is one of our up-and-coming superstars. Tony competed just last night on the main stage, and all he did was win the show and qualify for the Olympia this year. Tony, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. It was a surreal kind of night, so I didn't get too crazy last night. I feel really good right now about that. My coaches feel really good about that, but it's good to be here, and it's good to have gotten that O qualification.
Eat your favorite classic cuisine food.
Right, so this is like the spitting image of health, right? A bang and a quad espresso. I promise I'm not drinking both of these right now. Yeah, so it's Father's Day weekend, and I'm obviously 5 weeks out from Chicago today. And today's a training day, so that means we get shit done exactly how it would be at home, even on the road. That's what it means to be a good pro. So that's what we're going to do today. So running through what is the isolation push day in the new split. So if you've been following along, last video I kind of detailed that split. So today is going to be the isolation push day. It's honestly the one day that I'm really okay with training away from my home gym at this point, because it's the one day, A, destination has all the equipment I train on at home, but B, it's the one day where I'm not super anal about tracking the numbers, because it is, like I said, the isolation day, and recovery plays a lot into what the numbers will be. So, looking forward to this. It's always fun training with him. I can usually count on one hand how many times a year we get to train together, so always like it when we can make it happen, and the fact that it's Father's Day makes it really cool. So gonna go do some bodybuilding yoga. Both of us roll out. He's actually old, I just feel old, so.
Man, you know what, this is what it's all about, being out here on a Father's Day afternoon, training with my Olympian son, I can say that now, and brings back a lot of memories and gets me excited.
I get respect from all the best, so it must be the honor. I talk the pain and stress, because the game is a mess. But understand, we know the plan and the aim is success. Don't get it twisted. Start to ride.
What's up, guys? Just finished out banging out my isolation push day with the old man.
I don't see any old man.
No, never mind. Finally aged man. But anyways, yeah, it's our first weekend back at an expo in like what seems like forever, and it's definitely been like over a year and a half. So I'm not gonna lie, before COVID happened, I'd gotten to the point where I was going to so many expos that kind of felt like work. It was still cool, but it felt like work. Going this weekend, it was really, really cool to just see everyone out and about and interacting, and the fitness community emerging, and it was really cool to see. It was really fun to be a part of, even though I'm 5 weeks out and definitely starting to get pretty low energy. It was fun to see, all the fitness people that I really only see at the shows. Ed and Betty put on a great show. I think they had like literally every person imaginable, in some form or fashion, doing like a seminar or an appearance or this or that. So hats off to them for, bringing the Europa back in a grand fashion. But yeah, anyways, getting to what we did today, we had, like I said, that isolation push day. Talked about, the new split and why we have the days that we have in last YouTube video. So if you haven't checked that one out, check that one out. You can get the in-depth why behind the split change. But trained the isolation push day with him today, had a good one. Definitely in the last, I'd probably say 3 to 5 days, it's definitely gone from, like, am I dieting, to, okay, I'm on prep. So it's been interesting, definitely, dragging a little towards the end of training sessions. Don't feel like I'm about to pop out of my skin when I get done training. I'm still getting good pumps, but not like about to pop out of my skin like it normally is. But honestly, that just kind of lets me know I'm where I should be right now. Inside of 5 weeks at this point, because today is, 5 weeks from finals. It should be getting a little hard. You shouldn't be feeling great all the time. And, we're definitely starting to get lower body fat and, really starting to push things. This last couple weeks is definitely kind of one of those, for me at least, it's always kind of been hold what you got, hold what you got, hold what you got, and then hold your breath and sprint like hell to the finish line, as fast as you can. So we're coming up on that sprint to the finish line portion of the prep. Think about punching down now. Think about going back. Straight out, keeping it right there. You gotta ask him. Because they'll be like, oh, it feels good. Killing him. They're just putting a face on for the video. Like, Nick, stop rolling real quick. Does it feel good? Feels good. For real. For real. So next thing, think about keeping your wrist injury. Your forearm for like 3 seconds. Yep. And then last thing, think about when you're punching down, keeping your shoulder down and back all the way out. After the second, you're probably doing what's coming out. Yeah. Oh yeah. So as far as you can get that shoulder girdle completely compressed right to there, that's a full belt compression. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Alright, now you need some load. You got some
triceps. Yeah. I thought that was a load.
How's it going so far, Lee?
Great. I won't be able to move tomorrow, but it'll be worth it.
No, watch this shit, dude. It's like my favorite party trick of Lee's. You gotta get close for this. I'm about to stick my finger in his bicep.
Oh, really?
What is that? And in a much better spot than I've ever been in before. Usually by this time, you know, we're, you know, cycling my carbs around, and, you know, the low days are, you know, anywhere from like 220 to 280, and the high days are like 350 to 400. Well, my baseline diet right now is 500 grams of carbs a day. You know, the high day is 720-ish. And then my rest day, we pulled down pretty low, but, you know, it's the rest day, so the energy expenditure for training isn't there. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that terrible. So eating considerably more than I ever have, feeling better than I ever have in the past, and, you know, definitely on track. I think most people would say I'm ahead. I'm going to say I'm on track to bring what I want to bring, and that is to be able to see my organs on stage. So if we could show up looking like 80% of that, yeah. With just roll out of bed like this, you know.
I want that condition. Well, thank you, man. I always had a very fast metabolism. From the time I was a kid, I was one of those kids that could never keep weight on. So like an ectomeso. So it's like I gotta just stuff my face to keep my weight up kind of thing. Almost 45 years of training. So I am no stranger to the gym, but today was really special. This was a Father's Day gift from Hunter to let me ride along inside his race car. I felt like an old race car driver being allowed to drive in the passenger seat on the new race car driver's car, you know. So it took me along for a pro level workout. And boy, it brings back a lot of memories, and really fired me up. I got very motivated, excited, and I'm even more excited than ever about the condition that he's in. You know, I believe that he's you know, in the best shape and the biggest and most muscular, and he's going to be the hardest he's ever been for this show. He's going to be a real weapon. You know, so very, very excited.
You know, I feel like everyone's kind of different in how they view their competition, and, you know, like the mentality that they choose to have, you know, headed into shows. I've always been of the opinion, you know, the day of a bodybuilding show, it's not like we're showing up and running a race or fighting, or, you know, there's any like actual, you know, competition. The work is done at that point. So I'm always, you know, one to enjoy myself and have fun, and, you know, I'm serious, I'm focused, but, you know, I'm not like one of those guys that's like mean mugging everyone backstage, this, that, and another. If for no other reason, then it makes me most relaxed and keeps my cortisol low. But, you know, at the end of the day, who wants to be a jackass? It's more fun when everyone's having fun, right?